Hello Fosstube, it's Debbie from Australia and I'm here today with a mid-year WIP parade. This is for you, DJ Brown. I am doing this before I do my July update, mainly because I've got everything here and it's in chronological order of all my WIPs. I will then, when I'm finished, do my July update, because if I did it the other way round, I would have had to done a lot of work on some starts that I hadn't shown you I'd started as yet. Mid-year WIP parade. I believe I have got a total of 33 WIPs. Yes. Now 4 or 5 of those are family pieces which I won't show, but I'll go through what I forgot and give you the stats and show you where I'm up to. As I said, this time it's in chronological order of start date, not alphabetically like I usually do. My oldest WIP is A Stitch in Time. Show you the piece first. Okay, let me get into whack. This is A Stitch in Time, supersized, max colours from HAED, charted by HAED, artwork by Aimee Stewart. It is a very big project. I started this. It's going to be interesting. I started this several times, but the latest time was on the 29th of January 2019. And it is being done 1/1. Oh, light's not too good there. 1/1 on 32 count. So it won't be as big. And I believe I'm currently up to 12 point something %. The next WIP, next oldest WIP is Stitch in Time is my oldest, and it's the only one from 2019. My next WIP that I started that's still going is Botany Bay. I started this on the 16th of December. Oh no, this is another 19, sorry. 16th of the 12th, 2019. It's a fox and rabbit design. And it is a big one. Don't mind the needle minder with some. It is a big one. I have, it's taken me a while, but I've got these all on board so I can show you the whole piece for a change rather than just the part I'm working on. A lot of freehand work in this. There's a lot of freehand work to come, but I've only got that top section to go. I'd really like it if I got that done this year. Okay, my first one for 2020. Oh no, I've lost the magnet. Ouch. And the needles is Long Dog Samplers, Templar Prophecy. This was my new year, new start in 2020. And I really wanted it done in the year, but that of course didn't work. Again, it is a big one. I am doing this with, down this side, PR 161, which is a variegated grey. And then I pulled out various greys from the variegated thread because I couldn't handle the stripy dragons. And I've got, and I can show you that here, I've got this. The main reason I did it in multi colours is for balance. I wanted to see that the whole piece, and all I did was print the whole thing and then colour it in and check to see if the colours were balanced, so I wouldn't sort of paint myself in the corner that I'd be stuck with the same colour too much in the one area. Next, 2020. Oh, the next two are family pieces. So my sixth one I am showing you, number 6 on my list, is B, designed by Lorna, Laine, charted by Gecko, Rouge. Kelly from Animal Instinct. I think she got a lot of us to buy this. It is absolutely beautiful. And again, I think this is the first time in a long time you've seen the whole thing. I'm getting it done. I have been working on the bottom section, finishing colour by colour. There's not a lot to do on the top section because it sort of narrows off a bit, but the Q snap shows me from about here down, left and right. So I've been colour completing as I go. The B is just magnificent. There's still a lot to go, but I'm still enjoying it. And this was started on the 16th of April 2020. You'll find a lot of the older ones, of course, are the long ones. They take the longest. This one I love. This is, well, I love them all. This is Anzak, again, Long Dog Sampler. Now this one I've been holding off doing it. I've been using this for a lot of challenges in the Down Under Divas group from the Stitching Time down in Tasmania, and I've even charted or marked out on the PDF parts to show me how many lots of 500 stitches I've got to go. This is where I'm up to, and I haven't got lots to go. I think there's about 2,500 stitches to go, so not many to go. I started this on the 27th of July 2020. I am using a thread from Dinky Dyes called Camo, and that was because it was to do with the Anzaks in Australia and New Zealand. And I dyed the green fabric myself. That's been done on 40 count. Next WIP, Christmas Elegance, Mirabilia. What? Get the glare off, I started this one on, okay, this is my first one in 2021, first one left from 2021. This was started on the 23rd of August 2021. And there she be. I like to do the biggest part first, that being the skirts of the bottom half. There is a lot of block in there. All the blanks in there are beads. She's very heavily beaded, this one. And I do enjoy it. So she's being done on, I should tell you, she's being done on 32 count Shimmering Azure from Under the Sea Fabrics. And it is very shimmering, it's beautiful. Goodness. The only other one left from 2021, but I did have a big year in 2021. Long Dog Samplers, You Belong to Me. The minute I saw that, it was purchased. I love this one. I've always loved anything to do with Egypt. There is where she is up to now. She is being done, or this is being done on Days Gone By, 38 count from Silkweavers. This is the one that I started before I found out that there was a slight issue with Pattern Keeper that had to be fixed. So I've worked out the fix. I love every stitch of it. I went for the sandy, the sand and the black. Next one. This is my New Year, New Start in this year, and it will be finished in September. This is, I'll show you the complete one. This is Sampler of Stitches by the Drawn Thread. I'm doing this as part of a Sale with Stitching Mummy. And I love it, even though I've had to pull a lot of them out. Some of these fancy stitches are very fancy. I hope the colour's going to come out. I'm doing this on Ice Blue from Zweigard. And as you can see, I've only got 2 more panels to go. So August, September, and it'll be done. Lots of fancy stitches. Sorry I didn't iron them. It was a simple fact of I was running out of things I could stitch, and I just had to get it done. And it does take a long time putting them all on these boards, I can do. I've used pins and clips and other fancy hook-up things to get them to stay on the boards. Excuse me looking down, I am looking at my WIP's notes for this. The next one I started, this was on the 2nd of January 2022, and that is the Mini Bouquet Sampler from Jeanette Douglas. This is a free pattern. I believe all the individual bouquets had been previously sold as individuals, littles, and they are beautiful. I am enjoying this. And that is where I'm up to. So again, I've only got 5 to go, and this will be finished in December. And they are quite lovely. Look at the water, the glass vase with the water. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's on everyone's favourite antique mocha. We call it mocha. Vintage mocha. And again, I believe it's a 40 count. Okay, next, Cathedral Woods Goddess from Mirabilia. I started this one on the 28th of January 2022, and she is very pretty and she is very sparkly. I am doing this, trying to find the sticker. I know it's a Wexwood linen, and it's Mookaite stone, and I love it. She is very, very sparkly. She's got so much sparkle. Again, I'm trying to finish the bottom and work myself way up. A lot of that metallic was done as part of challenges for again, and that is all metallic up the top, the browns, from Down Under Divas. So I got a lot of movement on her. Mookaite stone, Wexwood linen. I think it's a 32 count. Oh, I just loved it because I thought it looked very woodsy with the sky coming through. Love it. Next one. Now, what if I put down on here? I started this one originally April 20, 2020. Had a problem with the black. This is Kringles from Little House Needleworks. All their names will be below because I'm a bit erratic on what I'm telling you. I put this one aside because of the problem with the black was far too grey. I have actually got thought I'd missed some. I've got all that grey out, and I've replaced it with Silks for You Black 070. So I'm back on scratch. So this was a restart again because of Down Under Divas on the 18th of March 2022. Drag out something and give it another chance, and that's what I did, and I'm so happy that that grey's gone. I just sat down last month and just got rid of all that grey. So now I can start doing the next. I really wanted to do all the levels and then come back and have the fun doing all the fill-ins of the windows. The one in the middle is because I started in the middle, The others I was just too close and I had the black on my thing, and then the little deer was for a challenge as well. That is being done on Meadow Rouge. I've got it here. If you really want to know, it will be in the show notes down the bottom of the screen. I'll have them all listed. They will be alphabetical, but you can work it out. Next was January teacup from the Vermillion Statuary. I had already done February because I like purple. So I started on the January. These are teacups. Look at that teacup. Isn't that magnificent? And this is free on the website. Again, there is a link. There will be a link down below. I started the January one, the Snowdrops one. Sorry, that is all of them. Monthly flowers. So that is the Snowdrop one I'm working on at the moment. Very cool copy. That is being done on, I believe, 28 count, just white, even weave. And they look like they're not even, but I think it's how I've pinned it, because I actually ran my needle and made sure they all started on the same thread. Otherwise I'll cry later when I find out they're wrong. Next one. This one. Cat is called Melissa, which is Greek for the bee. My name, Debbie, is Hebrew from the bee. This is from the primitive hair. So I have recharted Melissa, and it will say Debbie when I'm finished. I am doing this on 32 count gold spinner, even weave from Silkweavers. Beautiful yellow, and those colours are just coming up lovely, and basically that's what it is, black and yellow, and there is a tad of a couple of other colours. But she's got a lot of work done. She's due for more. I tell you, I started her 22nd of March 2022. She may be finished by the end of the year. Next, spring from Celebrate Spring from Madame Chantilly. I fell in love with these. I started this on the 22nd of the 3rd 2020. Must have been for a challenge. And that's where I'm up to. Top tier's done, and I've just completed the bottom tier, ready to fill it up. Put that one back there. Next, the Sweetheart Tree. From the Sweetheart Tree. This is called Stitch's favourite, Biscornu. It's a lovely Biscornu. And that is where I'm up to at the moment. Believe it or not, I had all those leaves done, and I had to pull them all out because I had 2 different errors as I turned the corner. So I did the back stitching as I went this time to make sure that they are definitely in the right place. That's just, I believe that's called Tranquility, and again it's 32 count from Silkweavers. I'm missing a picture. There it is, I took 2. Next was a new start, again on the 22nd of March. No, it wasn't. It was the 11th of the 4th. Sydney, we had to stitch on something that had the Opera House or the Harbour Bridge. I got this from the Awesome Pattern Studio on Etsy. And that's where I'm up to. Again, this would be another quick finish. This has just been done on 28 white even weave. Okay, technically 21, WIP 21. I call it face control because it just said snarky pattern. I can't be held responsible for what my face does when you speak, like a lot of us. That's me. I am just doing this because I had it handy and I wanted to start straight away. It's just being done on 14 count black Aida. But the white pops, so the writing should work brilliantly. And again, I used it for challenges. I think I had to do red flowers. Having a fair few WIPs makes it easy for these various challenges because you've got a lot to pick from. Next new start is Christmas Balls. This is by Irina Zagorodskaya of Etsy. Irina Zagorodskaya. I'm sure that's perfect. I'm very sorry if it's, I know it's not, but that's my best I can do. I just thought this was really, really quite pretty. Again, I needed something that had balls in it, so I went for the Christmas balls. And I'm finishing up the back stitch, so this will be a finish probably this month. I've got the mistletoe hanging out on up here to do yet, and where they had white sparkles, I'm going to use silver lurex or silver metallics to put the sparkles on to show up on my white fabric. It's beautiful, I love it, just love it. Colours are just so pretty, just lovely. So that will be a finish. I'm sure that will be a finish this month. And again, that's simply on 32 count white opal. I think you can see the sparkles. I thought for Christmas it had to have sparkles. Okay, next, and I have all four of these, is Celebrate Summer. Whoop, come on. Celebrate Summer, again from Madame Chantilly. This has been my poorest start. I usually try and do a lot more of a start, but if I get time this month with all my other things done, I'll have to put some in because all I've got is a little sandcastle. And I do like to usually put at least, you know, about 1,000 to start on a start, but obviously I had other bits and pieces to do, but I'll get back to that one. Okay, that was started on the 20th of May 2022 on the same fabric, which is just a random 28 count green I had in my stash. All four will be done on all four corners of that piece of fabric. Next one from Blackbird Designs. This is Octopuses Garden. This is the fourth in the series Magical Mystery Tour, and this is the fifth one I'm to complete, or the second last one to go. After this I've got Yellow Submarine and I have done them all. This I am working on 40 count Blue Cadet Blue from number 12 Stitch Co. Lovely to stitch with. And again, either this month or next, it's got a fair whack of stitches due. With all these challenges, it's definitely getting a lot of work done, these projects. Next, I think is very cute. I love it. This is Land of the Dead from Cricklewood Crossing. And I just loved it the minute I saw this one. I started this one on the 21st of May 2022, and I know these ones, including Octopuses Garden, was while I was at the Vic Stitch retreat. This is being done on a blue fabric from I know someone was, let me put that down for a sec. I've got the notes ready for the next one. I know it's got them on there. And of course it's not there. It is on a blue fabric from a random blue fabric. There you go. And oops, and I love it. it wouldn't take long. I suppose the island will take a fair bit with all that. There's a fair bit of green on the island, but it's getting there. Font's lovely. The bird's cute. I should know what it is. I'll put it in the notes below. It'll be right. It'll be right. Again, 21st, while I was down at Fixed Stitches Retreat. This is from Shannon Christine Designs. This was called the Imperial State Crown. I thought at least I'd do something to mark the Queen's years of service. Oh. This one, there's mostly beads to go. There is some white, but I've actually, in a bag over there, I've got all the beads I now need because there's lots of bio cones and everything. It's going to be very blingy. So again, that could be a finish this month. And that is on a solo die from, 28 count solo die from Silkweavers. Next, this was another one from Down Under Divas. It was another one, you know, something you haven't worked on or something you've put to the wayside. Get it out of retirement. And I bought back the Pride and Prejudice sale that was going back in 2019. I did start it, but I didn't like Never Feel to Select for Last. I want it to reflect Elizabeth and Darcy, so I'll find something else. But the border and everything is beautiful, and I've actually done the bigger flowers in metallics. It's not going to show up here, but I do love the borders. I did brighten them. I changed the colours. I haven't done the other row of hearts because it may have to go depending on what I do phrase in there. But I thought I will do the border and then I'll fit something in it because it is very, very pretty. It is very pretty. It's a very pretty border. That is being done on, that's from Sapphire Mountain Handicrafts at Sal. I restarted that. It was originally, I haven't got the original date, but it was restarted on the 28th of May 2022. Or just on white, even weave. It's like 36. Next is a favourite. They're all favourites. Next, Long Dog Sampler Tap Dancers from someone who had none, went to many very quickly. You can hardly, well, I do know one thing that's not in it, but there's hardly anything. There are helicopters. There are planes. There's bagpipes, submarines. I mean, you name it. It is just amazing, and I love it. And I have finished across the bottom, tote bottom section. That is the width of it. I'm using, again, 40 count ice blue from Zweigart, and I'm using PR132, which is a very gentle variegated blue, and I love it. I bought the thread at the Mittagong physical retreat, and I've been waiting for the right pattern, and the minute this come out, it screamed for it. And I love it. I started this on the 4th of June this year. Next was an extremely generous gift from Kelly from Animal Instincts. Not only did she give me the pattern, she sent all the beads that went with it and the chronic. This is the Queen Mermaid by Mirabilia. I started this on the 14th of June, and I've only got the bottom part of the tail to go, and it is done. That is not the colour of the fabric. I cannot get the colour of the fabric to show up on screen. It is a very, you know what, I'm going to sit there with my book, and the next update I'll be able to tell you what the corresponding DMC is. Hopefully there's a corresponding DMC. But I love how her fins and the ribbons and the seaweed look like they're just floating. But it is not blue. It is not blue. It's a very difficult colour to transpose onto the computer apparently. So I've nearly finished the bottom half and I'll be able to get the top done. Next, from Bart Hoppered Bart. My favourite Disney movie, and this is my favourite cartoon Disney movie, is Robin Hood, always has been. And oodly golly what a day. I often say that and drive people a bit mad, especially the kids and the grandkids, because I've got no idea what they do now because I showed it to them last time I had them. I love Robin Hood. I love that saying. I just love it. And when I heard of this one, I think Julie, Kansas City from Collard World, brought it to my attention. I went and purchased it. And I've only done a minor start at this stage, and it's been done on a 40 count misty grey, I believe, from my stash. I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes out. I now have to turn the page. So on the books is number 30 is Atelier Angel. I got this from Etsy. Are you going to tell me who? Alena, Koshkina. I just love that. I love that. I love anything to do with dressmaking and so forth. I started this on the 5th of July. It is being done on, again, it's a 40 count. It's a 40 count linen, and I'm not sure. There was no labels on it. But even though I haven't done the back stitching, you can still see the angel's little body coming through. Very heavy going because it's so tiny. But I think it's going to be lovely when all those hot pinks come in there, and it should hopefully jump from the fabric. 31. I didn't take it out of the plastic. How bad is this going to be? Oh, it's okay. Winter Quakers. I've done spring. He's up on there. And I like spring and winter. They were the only two that really sent me to the shop to buy. It is being done with the cord for Valgani threads, but I am only using one strand because I am doing it on 40 count Dwarf from Picture This Plus. Dwarf is the cord for fabric. Doesn't look like anything in the picture, but this is Dwarf. And I am loving it. There are a lot of stitches in these motifs. A lot of stitches. I started that on the 6th of July 2022. 32 is the family piece. And then the last piece I started was the 27th of July. And again, how are we going with the plastic? CrossStitch Collector from the Primitive Hair. It was an exclusive kit this year. I got the kit. You even get the black backing board in the kit. You get the fabric and the backing board. I made a start on it and I got half it done in one night, so it'll probably be a finish if I do it in it's only got that much, like it's not very big. It'll be a finish in probably this month if I stitch on it. Primitive Hair started on the 27th of the 7th on 30 count Primitive Hair fabric. Didn't name it, it was just in the kit. So those are, I think you got to see 28 of the 33 WIPs that I have. hopefully I'll do one at the start of next year, and I would very much like that a lot of these weren't on there, but at the same time I've still got quite a few planned for the year. The number doesn't worry me. I do like to work on them often. I get a bit frustrated if some of them sort of lacked or get neglected, so hopefully that won't happen, and I'll be able to have a lot of new ones in the WIP parade in January 2023. Thank you for your time. I hope some of those interest you. Again, I will have the pattern name, what they buy, who they buy, and what fabric they're on below. Take care, and I will now resort these back into alphabetic order so I can do my July 2022 update, because I'm running out of projects I can stitch on that that need work on these various challenges on you. Take care and see you next time. Bye.